The air trembles softly, not with fear, but with something older, waiting to be acknowledged. Your silhouette drifts along the far edge of the room, as if deciding whether proximity is safe. I feel the quiet press against my collarbone, measuring the distance between your restraint and my denial. Your breath shifts direction just slightly, and the walls tilt to catch its meaning. There are thoughts I've hidden so thoroughly, even my pulse forgot them, but your presence reminds the silence where they sleep. I move through the dim, careful not to wake the unspoken things hovering between us. Your gaze rearranges the boundaries I built. I quietly, precisely, without permission. Posture changes, not forward, not away, but somewhere in the middle where truth tends to fracture. A thin vibration runs beneath the floorboards, like the room itself anticipating our next mistake. I let my thoughts loosen, one thread at a time, watching each unravel into shapes I didn't expect. You don't touch me, but gravity behaves as if you might. Your silence is an absence, it's a lens, pulling hidden details into sharper focus than words allow. I move through the dim, careful not to wake the unspoken things hovering between us. Your gaze rearranges the boundaries I built up, quietly, precisely, without permission. There's a shift, subtle, like a page turning in itself before the story is ready. Your voice flickers, then withdraws, leaving behind a faint impression of what honesty might sound like. I breathe once, uneven, and the moment recognizes me. The night closes around us without sealing anything, just holding space for whatever surfaces next. I stay in the altered air, unrushed, untranslated, still forming into someone I might finally understand. speaker bends across the floor. Not like something quieter, as if a buried memory is testing its temperature. Your presence hangs just off center, tilting the balance of the room's intent. I feel the hush tighten around my throat, measuring how much truth I can hold without spilling. Your breath shifts direction, a subtle pivot that rearranges the space between my ribs. There's a depth beneath your restraint that never steadies a resonance I'm almost afraid to name. You look at me with a question that knows its answer too well. I move toward the tremor you try to bury. Each glance you give undoes a different layer of me. The quiet thickens, carrying signals you won't admit but can't hide. Your posture tilts into a fragile angle, as if standing still might expose something you've locked away. A faint distortion slips through your shadow, revealing the outline of a truth still under construction. I breathe unevenly, matching the tension you didn't mean to release. The night absorbs everything, your hesitation, my reaction, the unnamed gravity between us. Oh, I step closer, not to close distance, but to see where your honesty begins and your fear takes over. I move toward the tremor you try to bury. Each glance you give undoes a different layer of me. The quiet thickens, carrying signals you won't admit but can't hide. Your silence sharpens, not harsh, focused like a blade learning its edge. You inhale slowly, and the room tilts in recognition, as if understanding the weight of your unspoken shift. I feel something rise in me, a presence, a question, a nearly formed truth, waiting for permission to surface. The night steadies, holding its breath for what neither of us can articulate. I remain in the altered stillness, unmasked, untethered, awake in the place your shadow opens. Ah, 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 ah. A thin flicker slides across the wall, brief and weightless, like a memory testing its pulse. Your presence doesn't enter, it drifts in sideways, bending the quiet into unfamiliar shapes. The carpet hums a low, uneven color as you shift your breath, just enough for the room to notice. I try to read the tilt in your stance, but the meaning dissolves before it reaches my hand. Ah, your voice appears in fragments, not syllables, more like stray vibrations, lost beneath the furniture. A crooked spark catches the corner of your sleeve, fades, returns, changes shade entirely. Oh, my thoughts scatter into thin, sharp curves, as if the night is carving new boundaries around us. I move once, slow then slower, matching the rhythm you didn't mean to leave behind. Adjusts itself, dropping one soft degree, as if acknowledging the tension folding between us. Your outline rearranges every time I try to focus, refusing to choose a single version of you. A muted shimmer passes through my chest, not pain, not longing, something narrower. Unsteady but intact, watching the room rewrite its edges because you're here. A breath I didn't plan escapes, and the darkness shifts just enough to feel newly drawn. I close my eyes and the ember inside still glows without flame. Breathing wind half measures, like I'm trying to tame an unnamed day. Your voice was dust-colored, soft but unraveling at the edges. I held you anyway, though my own warmth felt borrowed. Rain scribbles on the window, each drop remembering something I forgot. My pulse moves sideways, searching for exits I never learned to find. I breathe quieter, so the noise inside doesn't fracture. Every contradiction in me keeps choosing a truth without language. I wander through the dim between heartbeats, where shadows rearrange themselves. Nothing repeats the way it lived, but it still leaves a shape on my rib. I wander through that narrow space where memory refuses to dissolve. Neon melts into the pavement. Your silhouette flickers like a tired signal. I ask if you're still here, not for an answer, but for the silence that follows. I miss futures I never touched and chase closeness I hide from. I build entire rooms in my mind, then lock the doors from the inside. The city exhales in silver, fog curling like a quiet confession. I'm unfinished but breathing, aligned with the fractures I once feel. I breathe quieter, so the ache has room to settle. Every contradiction in us still hums beneath the static. I wander through the dim between heartbeats, where shadows rearrange themselves. Nothing repeats the way it lived, but it still leaves a shape on my wrist. I wander through that narrow space where memory refuses to dissolve. Stay near but not too close. My chest holds maps that fold on their own. I'm a quiet riot of half-meant truths, learning to stand in their echo. Breathing slow under a sky that forgets nothing. I remain not fixed, not fallen, just here.
The night falls inward, collecting pieces of thoughts I never admitted to owning. Your presence leans through the dark like a question, too patient to ask. The walls shift their temperature, as if they recognize the tension before I even breathe. I feel the hum beneath the surface, not fear, not longing. Something quieter and far more complicated. Your silence brushes my sleeve, and every unfinished memory tries to stand upright at once. There are places inside me that only open when the room forgets its shape. You hover near them, careful, as if you already know what they might confess. I trace the pulse beneath the quiet, where your shadow refuses to settle. I walk the narrow corridor between what I want and what I can survive. The truth tilts gently, but never falls. Your gaze splits the dimness, not piercing, but unraveling. I see the outline of a thought you haven't given words, shivering in the corner like something wild you're afraid to release. I let my breath drift sideways, matching the uneven tremor beneath your ribs. The floor absorbs our hesitation, holding it as though it knows we won't. You step closer, not forward, just closer, with the precision of someone who's learned the cost of being understood. I trace the pulse beneath the quiet, where your shell refuses to settle. I walk the narrow corridor between what I want and what I can survive. The truth tilts gently, but never falls. Your breath breaks into three uneven shapes, each one carrying a different truth. You haven't sorted through, I recognize them, not because I've heard them, but because I've lived their quieter versions. Something inside you shifts, not toward me, but toward honesty. And somehow that lands closer. The room steadies itself. Aware of what we didn't say, I remain where the dim gathers, letting the moment form without forcing it into meaning. Some truths don't bloom, they settle slowly, deliberately, and without apology. A faint shimmer folds itself along the ceiling's edge, as if the darkness is practicing honesty. Your outline lingers just beyond certainty, shifting with each heartbeat. I try to disguise a thin current threads through my hands, not warmth, not hesitation, something unnamed pressed into motion. Even your silence has weight tonight, the kind that bends the architecture of thought. I feel the dim unravel around your presence, revealing corners I've kept unlit for years. You stand there like a question that refuses a single answer. Surrender. Your gaze rearranges the quiet around me into shapes I'm not prepared to read. I stay, though every instant shifts toward escape. You exhale and the room adjusts its balance, redistributing shadows, as if preparing for confession. Your nearness doesn't touch me, yet every part of me acts as though it does. A muted flicker passes through your stance, breaking open a thought you never voiced. I catch the moment mid-collapse, wondering why the truth appears only when it feels most fragile. You remain quiet, but the quiet isn't still, it spirals, drawing me into the center of what we avoid. I walk the trembling line between recognition and surrender. Your gaze rearranges the quiet around me into shapes I'm not prepared to read. I stay, though something in me is already changing.
as your forms gentle, deliberate, steady enough to feel intentional. The night tilts around our breathing, exposing layers I didn't know were still alive. You look at me not with answers, but with understanding, and somehow that lands deeper. I let the moment settle without naming it. The dark reshapes itself slowly, quietly, as if acknowledging what neither of us can speak. I remain held by the shift, unfinished, undefeated, aware. Yeah. A dim ripple loosens beneath the base of the night, as if the dark itself remember something I've tried to dismantle. Distance settles near the threshold, not crossing or retreating, just orbiting the truth you refuse to articulate. My thoughts slide out of order, tilting like loose constellations broken from their pattern. I breathe in angles that haven't learned to align with intention. The quiet deepens, collecting every unsent feeling in its slow gravity. You glance once, and the meaning inside that glance rearranges the air. I step into the pulse, hiding beneath your restraint, tracing the subtle drift that pulls our shadows closer. None of this is spoken, yet everything leans toward revelation. Your presence shifts like a half-formed decision, trembling between certainty and refusal. A thin shimmer passes through your posture, disclosing fragments you're too careful to release. The room absorbs the tension, storing it in the cracks of the floor, as if preparing for a truth we won't name. I feel my pulse divide, one part steady, one part searching for where you kept your honesty. Each breath you take red drafts the distance between us, silently urging a version of me I haven't met yet. I step into the pulse, hiding beneath your restraint, tracing the subtle drift that pulls our shadows closer. None of this is spoken, yet everything leans toward revelation. You shift your weight from doubt to clarity, and for a moment the room brightens without light. Even the silence develops texture, grain by grain, as if sculpting the truth you're afraid to touch. And something inside me unfolds slow, deliberate, aware of its own unveiling. The night settles deeper, recognizing the shape of what we almost obliterated. I remain in the altered hush, unclaimed, unrushed, unguarded, becoming. Flicker bends across the floor. Not a light, something quieter, as if a buried memory is testing its temperature. Your presence hangs just off center, tilting the balance of the room's intent. I feel the hush tighten around my throat, measuring how much truth I can hold without spilling. Your breath shifts direction, a subtle pivot that rearranges the space between my ribs. There's a depth beneath your restraint that never stays, a resonance I'm almost afraid to name. You look at me with a question that knows its answer too well. I move toward the tremor you tried to bury. Each glance you give undoes a different layer. Tilts into a fragile angle, as if standing still might expose something you've locked away. A faint distortion slips through your shadow, revealing the outline of a truth still under construction. I breathe unevenly, matching the tension you didn't mean to release. The night absorbs everything, your hesitation, my reaction to unnamed gravity. Between us, I step closer, not to close distance, but to see where your honesty begins and your fear takes over. Sharpens, not harsh, focused like a blade learning its edge. You inhale slowly and the room tilts in recognition, as if understanding the weight of your unspoken shift. I feel something rise in me, a presence, a question, a nearly formed truth, waiting for permission to surface. The night steadies, holding its breath for what neither of us can I remain in the altered stillness, unmasked, untethered, awake in a place your shadow opened.
The floor tilts gently, as if the night forgot its balance. Your shadow leans sideways, carving shapes of quiet malice. Your breath bends angles like a feather caught in static air. I watch the moment shimmer, hesitating on the edge of care. Slender echoes gather beneath the pulse I try to hide. I step into the trembling hush, letting the room revise its tide. I trace the muted corners where your presence used to be. I follow faint distortions born from things we never penned. Every outline slips uneven, yet refuses to rescind. The glass hums quietly as drifting thoughts reshape the dark. Your silhouette flickers distant like a half-remembered watermark. Light spills crooked, painting fractures near my feet. Each color moves strangely, as if the dusk forgot to speak. Thin currents fold around me, holding meaning still unknown.
to place the blame. I trace the muted corners where your presence used to be. I follow faint distortions born from things we never penned. Every outline slips uneven, yet refuses to rescind. The silence dims slowly, revealing truths I kept disguised. A low vibration lingers between the spaces we revise. I stand among those remnants, half closed, half realized. My breath finds its own design. I remain within the subtle shift, unhurried, undefined. This feeling drifts upward as if the night forgot its way. My thoughts slip sideways, searching corridors without a gate. Your outline trembles like a lantern losing faith. I hear your breath unravel, turning sentences into haze. Quiet post is bending, mapping places you never touched. I step through trembling air, careful not to want too much. I move among the fractures where old signals learn to fade. I follow muted rhythms shaped by choices we never made. Nothing circles back intact, but it leaves its grain in the shade. As if remembering a distant tone, your presence drifts uneven, like a message carved in stone. Reflections scatter, stretching colors past their name. I watch the evening stagger, holding truths that won't stay tame. Soft currents tilt around me, gathering whispers I can't decode. I trace a fragile silence through a dim unwritten road. I move among the fractures where old signals learn to fade. I follow muted rhythms shaped by choices we never made. Nothing circles back intact, but it leaves its grain in the shade. Thoughts bruise lightly before dissolving into air. I keep them folded in corners no one else can wear. I walk a wavering boundary, half open, half aware. Ooh, the night leans gently. I breathe without disguise. Stayed in the quiet motion where the truth never lies. Oh, the room bends softly as midnight curls around my breath. Your outline flickers like a signal searching for a step. My pulse rearranges, tracing shapes I've never named. Your silence leans toward me, carrying questions you never claimed. The dim light shivers on every thought you left unspoken. I move slowly through it, careful not to wake what's broken. I drift along the edges where your shadow used to sleep. I follow distant murmurs, echoes buried far beneath. Nothing loops the way it did, but it leaves patterns I still keep. The glass breathes frost while my mind sifts through old fragments. I touch the outline of a moment, realizing it never happened.
us sideways, as if reconsidering its claim. Neon melts in puddles, stretching colors into form lines. Every step feels barred, like I'm trespassing inside the night. The quiet widens slowly, holding secrets I refuse to chase. As I let the dim surround me, as I navigate the vacant space. I drift along the edges where your shadow used to sleep. I follow distant murmurs, echoes buried far beneath. Nothing loops the way it did, but it leaves patterns I still keep. My chest hums low with stories I never finished. Soft distortion rises from truths I once diminished. I stand inside the pause, learning how to stay untwisted.